There are a bunch of top-notch players playing in the NBA in 2022, and everyone is competing to be the best of the best in the game. Recently, a popping NBA player won the MVP award for impressive displays in the Summer Showcase. You might think of names like Stephen Curry, Joel Embiid, or Luka Doncic, right? No way. His name is Keegan Murray, playing for the Sacramento Kings in 2022. Want to know more about it? In this video, we will discuss why Murray named NBA Summer League MVP. So without further ado, let's jump straight into the video. Let's begin by discussing Keegan Murray's career. American basketball player Keegan Mitchell Murray, who plays for the Sacramento Kings of the National Basketball Association, was born on August 19, 2000. In the entry draft of 2022, he was selected 4th overall. Keegan Murray only played 2 distinct seasons in Iowa, making his journey to the NBA unusual. However, his final year at Prairie High School in Iowa saw him average 20.3 points and 7.2 rebounds. Murray decided to spend a season at the Florida-based DME Academy. He gained enough attention to be named a 3-star prospect and secure a position at Iowa, which was his home university. He established himself as the team star as a sophomore, averaging 23.5 points per contest and 8.5 rebounds while shooting a remarkable 39.8 three-pointer percent and 61.4 field goal percent. Additionally, he was a member of the first team All-NBA Summer League. Now you might wonder, how is he selected for the MVP award even though he is not so much senior in his short career, right? Keep watching. While every game the Kings played featured Murray, it was an absolute classic for the ages. Based on this information, asserting a quality difference between him and Chet Holmgren or Jabari Smith Jr., the 2nd and 3rd picks in the draft, now seem absurd. Murray finished 2nd in points amongst players who participated in at least 3 games in Vegas, trailing Cam Thomas of the Brooklyn Nets 27.4. He handily outperformed Paolo Banchero 20 ppg, Chet Holmgren 12, and Jabari Smith, the 3 players selected before him, 14.4. Regarding the corresponding roofs of the top 4 players, Summer League rosters are nothing to draw too many conclusions from in the long run. Still, it seems reasonable to say that Murray might have gone a little higher if it weren't for the reality that he is a bit older than the players selected before him at 21, as he will turn 22 next month. Averaging 23.3 points, 7.3 rebounds, 2 assists, and 1.3 steals per game while hitting 50% overall and 40% on 3-pointers in his 4 matches in Las Vegas, Murray received the NBA Summer League MVP award. There was constant chatter leading up to the draft that there was a unanimous top 3 players, followed by a drop-off. Murray has made a mockery out of that notion with his performances over the past few weeks, even though it wasn't against full NBA-caliber squads. Only Paolo Banchero appeared to be on Murray's level at the time, with the 2 being a cut above the others. Nevertheless, the Orlando Magic wanted to swaddle their new entity in cotton wool before the season, so he was benched after just 2 games. A double overtime thriller in which Orlando triumphed by sudden death was one of the most spectacular Summer League matches ever produced by Banchero's Magic and Murray's Kings. With less than 5 minutes remaining in regulation, the squad returned from an 18-point deficit, thanks mainly to Murray, who finished with 20 points, 9 rebounds, and 2 assists. We hope you are finding this video quite interesting. To see more sports-exclusive content, like and subscribe to our channel, and don't forget to hit the notification bell. Did Sacramento Kings make the right decision? Do let us know in the comments below. In the 2022 NBA Draft, the Sacramento Kings selected Keegan Murray with the 4th overall pick. However, many fans felt Jaden Ivey, who ultimately went to the Detroit Pistons, would have been a better choice. Murray certainly made his detractors in the Summer League regret their statements as he was crowned MVP following a strong performance in Sin City. Murray exhibits great length, athleticism, and the capacity to play strong defense. He ought to learn from Mitchell and De'Aaron Fox's playmaking as well. The Kings will definitely be pleased with Keegan Murray's performance after seeing it. They decided against selecting another guard like Ivey and focused their attention to a wing like Murray instead. Murray is the leader of the NBA 2023 All-Summer League First Team, in addition to being voted Summer League MVP. Tari Eason, Quentin Grimes, Sandro Mamakhalashvili, and Cam Thomas are also part of that group. But there are other players too who were selected on other spots in the team, like Grimes, Mamukelashvili, and Thomas are all second-year NBA players. Eason was selected with the 17th overall pick in the 2022 draft. The 6'8", 225-pound Murray will be held to a high standard once the 2022-23 season begins. He adds a dynamic wing player to the Kings' core lineup, led by 6'11" power forward Domantas Sabonis and point guard De'Aaron Fox. What do you think? Is there any other NBA player who can come in competition with Murray in the next matches? After a successful sophomore campaign at Iowa, Murray's worth skyrocketed. He scored more than 16 points in his rookie season and made 66 three-pointers, which is 50 more than the season before with the Hawkeyes. A league record 16 seasons in a row have passed without the Kings making the playoffs. Brown's new team, which is much different from the one that started the season a year ago, could benefit significantly from adding Murray, the highest draft pick in Hawkeyes history. The Kings have several choices for using Murray because of his ability to score inside and open up the floor with his three-point shooting. Murray demonstrated this adaptability while playing for Iowa last year, where he was 4th nationally in scoring average, made 40% of his three-point tries, and pulled down 300 rebounds. Here is what General Manager and President of Basketball Operations for the Sacramento Kings, McNair, said about Keegan Murray after the award. After sitting in the room with my front office staff, coaching staff, scouting department, our analytics department, it became unanimous that Keegan Murray was the best player available, and we jumped at the chance to select him. Murray will now focus on his first season with the Kings. The goal is to erase the Kings' 16-year playoff drought by pairing him with franchise players De'Aaron Fox and Domantas Sabonis. I think my versatility plays a factor playing alongside both Fox and Sabonis, Murray said. Being able to cut to the basket and read what Sabonis is doing in the post, things like that. That takes time with developing chemistry, but I'm just excited to be able to play off on Fox, a dynamic point guard. Murray added, he's a guy that you can create his own shot and create for other guys. So, for my ability to catch and shoot threes, play on the perimeter, things like that will expand both of their games even more. Well, here's the point to be added. Not all Kings fans are happy on the decision. Murray was selected with the 4th overall pick, heavily criticized by many fans and the media. Despite this, Murray recorded the most remarkable points per game average in the Summer League by a top 10 choice since 2012. Although the raw data is excellent, it doesn't adequately represent Murray's performance. Hero ball can be prevalent in Summer League as players compete to earn a spot on the roster. In addition, ISO ball is frequently played, particularly when top prospects attempt to showcase their abilities. The Kings selected him in the hopes that he would support De'Aaron Fox and Domantas Sabonis on the wings as the third cornerstone of their lineup. Although the ceiling appears to be taller than he was ever given credit for outside of those in Iowa City, the floor seems to be as high as stated. Murray resembles the player who helped the Hawkeyes win the Big Ten tournament last spring before he even put on a Kings uniform. Many predicted that he would finish up with egg on his face, but he appeared to be a star in Vegas. And with that, today's video comes to a close. What do you think of why Murray was named NBA Summer League MVP? And do you think Murray really deserves this MVP award? Share your thoughts in the comments down below. Don't forget to give this video a huge thumbs up and hit that notification bell for future updates. Thanks for watching. See you next time.